start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace.
I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace.
I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. I
Start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy.
I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy and feel that sweet release. I
Start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release.
I invite you to take a breath and to simply let go. And join with me, if you like, in turning your attention to that which I call divinity, that which is the very ground of being, the one source, the one substance, the one love that permeates and penetrates through everything, having created all life out of itself. It's in every nook and cranny, all the time, without exception. In this utter knowing and let going to this truth, I recognize that I am one with it, that it's in every nook and cranny of me, in the fullness of my full being. And that's true for everyone, each of us. Deeply, we are a drop of this divine love in expression in human form. It's like a miracle. And yet that's us. So natural, so true. And so I know in this naturalness and this trueness that this love is guiding and unfolding this service together through everything, all the elements, what's spoken, the music, that the highest good is being brought forth for inspiration, for love, for insight, for healing, for whatever it is that's true and deep and real for each of us. For I know that Spirit shows up personally, and I accept for each of us in our own hearts a deep knowing of this. In utter gratitude, I bow in deep surrender, accepting this truth and simply letting it be. And so it is. Hi, I'm Lauren Darge, a prayer practitioner at the center. Here's today's affirmation from our Beyond 2020 Spiritual Vision Book of Affirmations. I accept for myself that all my decisions are grounded in the inspired guidance of the living Spirit. I claim and accept that the divine life is in complete expression through me. And so it is.
Hello, and welcome to the weekly virtual service coming from the Center for Spiritual Living, Santa Rosa, where we believe that there is a power of good that is working for you and for each person. And that this loving power is also working through you and each person to create a world that works for everyone. I'm Joyce DeFala, a minister at the center, and it is my great joy to welcome you with a special word of welcome to any of you who might have found yourself here for the first time. We want to be sure that you know that you can find out all about us and all our online offerings by going to our website, www.cslsr.org. For example, I just finished an online 10-week meditation practice focusing on experiencing and sharing divine love. Every weekday, anyone could join for free via Zoom for this 20-minute meditation. Now that the 10 weeks is complete, I'm working with staff and volunteers to post a video at our website, which you could go to anytime for free to experience the calming and the spiritually expanding benefits of this meditation practice. So that's one example. And there are lots of other spiritual resources and information about our groups, our services, our classes, all at the website. And if you, like me, want to support the good work of our center, there is a portal at our website through which you can make a donation. Again, that's www.cslsr.org. You can also support the center's work by mailing a physical check to our physical center at 2075 Occidental Road, Santa Rosa, California, 95401. Or if you are watching us on Facebook, you'll notice that there is a donate button where you can safely make a contribution. And thank you for already supporting us with your presence. As we continue in our service today, I invite you to simply relax and to open to that special something that is here just for you. Welcome.
If I could look down on this path I walk from somewhere up on high, I could see the crooked road that I have come. I walked a mile in sorrow, I walked a mile in joy, and now I'm less afraid of either one. For every tear I've cried, there's a smile I have earned. For every mile I walk, there's a lesson I learned. And I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. Some people choose to live their lives on quiet avenues, while others find a place in the parade. Some like me are seekers, we take less traveled roads, believing we can find a better way. And though I get discouraged, I won't be turning back. I have joy as my compass and faith as my map. I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying. Though I may not know where I'm going, I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. All of us are headed for the same destination, so why not blaze a trail that's got imagination? I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying. Though I may not know where I'm going, I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring.
Good morning. I am Edward Viljoen, and I am extremely optimistic about our future, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm extremely optimistic about our future because there is a backlog of people just like you and me who love each other and who long to be together, to connect, to hug, to commune, and we will have that again. I'm extremely optimistic about our future. Well, because of the pandemic, we now know things that we didn't know before. We now know that we really can adapt. Yes, we can connect in inventive new ways. And yes, we can evolve quickly and learn fast. And what we did know before the pandemic has now been strengthened. Now, we know the value of community like we never knew it before. We now know how important it is to us to get up, to get dressed, to get out, to get cleaned up, to connect, to share, to argue, to interact, to hug and to laugh and to cry and to mourn and celebrate together. I'm extremely optimistic about our future because I know that the consciousness I develop and dwell in shapes the future, not only for me, but for everyone, for each other. And I'm extremely optimistic about the future because I know that there is a power for good in the universe and that we can use it. And indeed, we are using it right now through this online conversation in a constructive, creative, powerful way. Now, how do we use it? Well, by moving our mind in the direction of what I'm calling the post-pandemic community reality. What I am dwelling on right now is how I use my mind creatively. So why not imagine a post-pandemic community reality with its hugs, with its warmth, with its gatherings, with its events. Of course, while we're doing this, we do have to attend to the conditions that surround us right now. It's not either or, it's both. And be practical and be creative. There is a lot to attend to. Losses and losses to grieve. I'm thinking about so many people I've talked to who have not been able to attend important ceremonies and funerals and celebratory ceremonies too, like weddings and baptisms. There's frustration to work through. Living in captivity, as I'm calling it, is not natural to us. And with that, there is patience to renew. So many families now working from home, homeschooling, living on top of each other. And so we have to renew patience all the time because it's very easy to make incorrect conclusions about each other when we're living 24/7 on top of each other. There's help to give where help is wanted and needed. Many people have lost jobs and lost their businesses, and we've got to include everybody. We've got to bring everyone along when we're thinking of the greater yet to be. There's a lot of caring and sharing to do. And importantly also, as students of Science of Mind, we get to think about the images that we carry in our minds while we are doing whatever it is that is ours to do. So, can we create an image of the greater yet to be of the post-pandemic community reality? Well, I think we can, and I invite you to do that with me. Create an image of wholeness, wellness, togetherness. And when you're creating this mental image of the post-pandemic community reality, bring it as close to you as possible in your mind. Now, what do I mean by that? Bring it close. Well, when I close my eyes and I imagine this new reality, I might begin by imagining something that is, say, in the not too distant future. And then I try to bring that imagined scene closer and closer to me as if it is surrounding me, as if I am living in it right now. And I do that by imagining it in as much detail as I can, by feeling it. I ask myself, in this imagined scene, who is there with me? What is happening? What am I doing? And how am I feeling? And I keep seeing that in my mind. I keep affirming it, as we say, in my consciousness. In other words, I try to dwell in it. I try to make it a normal part of my mind activity. Not like a wish, but like something I know is inevitable. Now, someone might say, look, that's very hard to do, given all of the loss and the suffering and the unknowns of our future. That's hard to do. Yes, that's correct. New growth must break through the ground. New life must break through the eggshell. New habits must break the cycle of old habits. New thoughts must have a place of receptivity to land in. And on the other side of the breakthrough is a joy and a rightness and a newness and a celebration. And I must identify with that joy and that newness and let it draw me forward to it, even while at the same time I'm dealing with whatever hardships I am facing, while I'm doing what is mine to do. Someone said to my grandmother, "Why are you such a positive thinker? Why are you always saying, well, it's going to all turn out well in the end?" She used to say that. They would say to her, "Look, you've got so much to deal with. So much suffering in your family, the alcoholism of your husband, the sadness and the pain in your body and the tragedy. And they listed all the reasons. And they would ask her, why do you insist that it will all work out well in the end? And she answered, and I've never forgotten this. She said, if I don't do it, who will? And then someone would say to my grandmother, I don't think you should get your hopes up. To which she replied, why not? Oh, I love that. What's the alternative to getting my hopes up? Keep them low. Keep them down. Have a low expectation. Expect the worst. You see, my grandmother believed that the events in our lives tend to work themselves out, even make us stronger. Now, I could hear that from her, and the reason why I could take that from her is because she wasn't in denial about her life's hardships. She just had this, extreme confidence in the working out of things because she had witnessed it in her life. And as a result, she had tremendous patience, even during times of struggle. She could wait it out. She could be in it, whatever the struggle was, and not give up. I guess because she knew what was coming. What do you think is coming? What is your vision of the post-pandemic community reality? When you get your expectations up, what is it that you're seeing and feeling and thinking? When you let yourself dream that newness is about to reveal itself to you, what is going on for you? This is important, I think. Another thing I learned from my grandmother is that, don't try to force things through. She didn't push through hardships. She lived through them. She didn't have that kind of aggressive attitude towards life, like I'm going to dominate this situation and I'm going to force a blessing out of it. By golly, I'm going to make lemonade out of these lemons. No, it was more like she knew a secret to life, a secret that she trusted. When you get quiet and go within, what is the secret to life that you discover there, that you trust? What is it that stays the same as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be? What? Despite all the ups and downs, and knowns and unknowns, what remains with you? What do you trust? I trust that creative field that we call mind. I find it within me, and I trust it to move at the proper time. And so I know from my grandmother and from living life to be patient without giving up my vision. I know to be accepting without surrendering to despair. I know to be still, but not inactive in my mind. And I know to use my mind to imagine the greater yet to be, even if I don't have any clue how it will come about. I know that it is important to get my hopes up so high that they are no longer a hope, but instead they become an atmosphere of expectation and excitement. What are you excited about? And dare you risk getting even more excited about that, even if you don't have a single clue how it will come about? The author Joan Borisenko coined a phrase, the dark night of the soul. And she described it as that place between no longer and not yet. That's the year 2020 for you, isn't it? The place between no longer and not yet. What was before is no longer, and what is coming is not yet. But it is coming. It is coming. Still, if you've ever tried to force something out of that in-between place before its due time, for whatever reason, because you've had enough, because you're impatient, because it hurts, whatever the reason, you know already that it doesn't work that way. It's better to be still and know. It's better to be in it, in that space between no longer and not yet, and then in that space to do your work in consciousness, which to me means to imagine a good that is good for everyone, and then to bring it so close to you in mind that it feels real and inevitable. That's why I have such confidence in our future, because of people like you and me who are willing to risk it, believing in a greater yet to be. We're not in denial. Yes, I'm in between what was and what is not yet. Yes, I'm longing to gather and commune with others. And yes, I can imagine a post-pandemic community reality in my mind now. And yes, I can be empathetic and acknowledge those who have lost loved ones and those who, haven't seen their newborn grandchildren yet, for example, and those who have lost houses, homes, and jobs and businesses, yes. And yes, I can also at the same time trust that creative field we call mind, because I know it as a powerful good in the universe that I am using right now with you. So whether you are at peace with this pandemic or struggling, I invite you to take a moment with me right now for spiritual practice. Now, this is a exercise in creative visualization, and I'm speaking to members of our spiritual community. So if you are new to our spiritual community, you may need to adapt it. Or if you don't have a spiritual community, you can do the same exercise and relate it to your workplace or groups of friends. Either way, I'm inviting you to use your beautiful imagination with me by taking a breath in and exhaling, letting your eyes close. And I invite you to bring into your awareness someone that you know from your spiritual community. Imagine them, their face and their name. And if you are a member of this community in Santa Rosa, you probably know where they sit in the sanctuary when they come to service. So I invite you to imagine them sitting there, as if they are at a Sunday celebration. And imagine them happy, joyful, radiant, well. And feel the feeling of warmth that you feel when you are with that person, or imagine it. And now I invite you to think of the other people that you know from your spiritual community, or if you're adapting this to your workplace, think of your fellow workers. And I invite you to bring as many people as you can into this imagined scenario, whether that's at the sanctuary or somewhere else. Let's think about the sanctuary for a moment. I invite you to fill it up in your mind's eye with people you know from the center. And as you do, you may realize there are some people you know only by face. You haven't yet learned their name. It's all right. Place them in the scenario that you're imagining. But as you do, let them be happy. Let them be well. You might even imagine that you're standing on this stage, right like I am right now, looking out at a sea of people who you know, who are well and happy and vibrant. And make sure that you put yourself into that scene, happy, well, and vibrant. And now, letting all of this imagining dissolve for a moment, I invite you to enter into a moment of prayer in which I recognize that there is only one field, one creative field called mind, that some people call the divine, some people call life or the Holy Spirit or God. This creative field is everywhere present, in me and around me, and it is the field in which my creative thinking takes place. So I call this moment of spiritual practice holy and beautiful because I accept that as I think in this way, I am participating with a power that is greater than I am, and I am setting a direction, I'm preparing the way for the greater yet to be revealed. I know that there are details to take care of and things to do and people to care about and so much to handle. And even though I may not know how to take care of it all, I know that there is a way. And so I get my hopes up. I let my vision rise. I let myself see and feel the post-pandemic community reality. And I let the joy of that image call me forward and equip me to do what is mine to do. And I declare that there is that within me that is patient and wise, while at the same time I am excited and engaged, for I have not forgotten what it is to be human. I have not forgotten what it means to be a community. I have not forgotten what it means to love. And the memory of all this pulls me forward and reminds me I am at home. Wherever I am at home. And wherever I am, I remain in close contact with this creative power. So I let myself dream and think and feel and bless and know. I'm filled with joy for having this time of practice together with you, and I let that joy rise up in me like gratitude so that I may call this moment of spiritual practice to its end, letting it be and saying the words that are so beloved in our community at the end of our prayer. And so it is.
Good morning. I'm Angela Glasser, a practitioner here at the center. And I'm here with Eli to help me give the morning announcements. Have you decided which class you might take during the winter term? There is quite a variety. You can sign up through Stepping Stones bookstore online with early bird discount pricing through January 3rd. Class books can be ordered through the bookstore for pickup or delivery by mail.
Next Sunday, Dr. Edward invites us to the monthly virtual social hall at 1 p.m. He will lead us in setting an intention for 2021 and then sharing it in a small group. Everyone is welcome. Small groups continue to meet online. You can find out more in the online bulletin.
Being and Belonging is hosting a drop-in conversation this afternoon from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Want to chat? Share an amazing experience? Ask questions? This afternoon at Being and Belonging is the place to do it.
Lunchtime Learning continues its free drop-in sessions of Tara Brock's book, Radical Acceptance, Wednesdays, 12 noon to 1 p.m.
Did you know there is free confidential prayer right after our service? Now you do. To receive prayer, leave at the end of this broadcast and go to the special link for after-service prayer. The prayer practitioners arrive a bit before the service and look forward to supporting you in knowing your best and highest good.
Be sure to stay to the end of our broadcast for a beautiful closing song.
Thank you.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Now I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. Now I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.